The Battle of Castle Itter is a story in which German and American troops fought side by side in what some historians call one of the weirdest battles of World War II. Castle Itter is a 19th century castle located on a hill in Itter, Austria. In World War II, the German military converted the castle into a military prison housing French military officials and other high-profile French prisoners.
After they crossed the Rhine with Patton, they were coming back down and starting to liberate all of the satellite camps of concentration and prisoner of war. And as they're moving into Austria, the Wehrmacht Army Major General Gangl was in charge of 14 high-ranking French prisoners of war, which included Charles de Gaulle's sister, a former Prime Minister of France, who was crucial later on in the reconstruction of France after the war.
The castle was commanded by German Major Joseph Sepp Gangl. A few days before the battle, Gangl got word that a Nazi SS regiment was on its way to the castle to kill all the prisoners. Knowing that the Nazis were doomed to defeat, he reached out to a close-by regiment of American troops for help.
Gangl knew that the war was ending, and he didn't want to end his life or his 20 troops that he had guarding these prisoners. So he went down the road, knew where the Americans were, and said, "We surrender. Please don't. Just take us captive. We don't want to fight you." And our guy, Captain Jack Lee of the 23rd Tank Battalion, asked him what he was like. Why were you here and only with 20 guys and not a whole unit? And that's whenever he explained about the French prisoners of war and that he knew that an SS troop was coming to wipe them out.
And on May 5th, 1945, under the command of Captain John Jack C. Lee Jr., a few 12th Armored Division tanks and a handful of troops went to the castle to help repel the SS soldiers. With a fighting force made up of American troops, French prisoners, and German Wehrmacht troops, the defenders fought off over 100 German SS forces. German Commander Gangl was the only defender to die in the battle. Captain Jack Lee would receive the Distinguished Service Cross for the events that took place.